Hi everyone, Ollie from Bonjura here, and I'm delighted to welcome you to Video Funnel Masterclass, 5 surefire strategies to convert more customers in 2020. So I just want to tell you very quickly before we get going a little bit about me. You may have heard of me, I don't know. I'm sort of naive around these things. I don't know if I'm known in the UK scene or not and how well Bonjura is known, but I've been with Bonjura from day one. So we launched in 2017, January 2017. So what's that, 4 years now? And I've been here and helped us grow from 0 to 40,000 users at Bonjoro. Last year in 2019, we were one of the top 10 fastest growing apps on Zapier, apps for work on Zapier. I'm the author of the Video Funnel Playbook. So Video Funnel Playbook is sort of related to what we're going to be going through today, which is lots of sort of hacks and tips on how you can use video, but not just how you can sort of do video, more tactical elements. So how can you add video to your existing sales, marketing, and customer success funnels to get results for your business? And that's what we're going to talk about a bit today. Bonjura itself, I don't want to sell it here, but it's a platform that helps you send personal video messages to convert, onboard, and support your customers. And by plugging Bonjoro into your CRM, your ESP, whatever you use to manage your sort of customer relationships, you can send personal videos at just the right moment to create engagement and get more conversions as well. So this session is going to be about 45 minutes, and I want to take you through, we're going to start off a little bit sort of simple. So talk about video itself and actually why video works. I think it's really important before you sort of go head first into video tactics to think about the very basic elements of why video actually works so well for converting customers and growing a business. And the second part is I'm going to tell you really sort of actionable, deep tactical stuff, like 5 high converting strategies that you can use, video strategies that you can use to get more customers. And then the third part is just a little secret bonus tip I want to share with you for some data, some A/B testing we did internally here at Bonjoro. So about 45 minutes. So stick with me, and you should get some good tactics out of this that will either help you in your own business, or if you're a marketing consultant or agency, it will definitely help one of your customers or clients. And this is applicable really to all sorts of businesses, so software businesses, e-commerce, online coaching. So I'm sure this will be really relevant to you. And before I go into video funnels, I just wanted to put up here just a few testimonials that these things work. And hopefully through the session as well, I will show you a couple of case studies of our customers who are using video in these sorts of ways and getting amazing results. And this is just an example of a bunch of different customers that we love here at Bonjoro who are doing really interesting, cool things with video. And actually, this session is really built on the back of me listening to our customers and learning and listening to what people are doing in the video space and thinking, oh, right, okay, how can we twist that? How can we make that into something systematic and tactical? So these are just a few testimonials that this video funnel concept that I invented does work. Okay, before I get going, if you've ever seen any of my webinars, I tend to have this slide in there. And this is really all about my sort of dislike and my distaste of growth hacking. I read so many blog posts, or I used to read so many blog posts, and I think a lot of us do, what is the shortest route to growth? How can I hack growth? And there are so many tactics, and the dream is you're going to ride this space shuttle and go on this sort of uber exponential growth and just count the dollars. And the reality of growth hacking really often plays out a lot more like this. So, it's a bit like this isn't a bucking bronco. I always think of it in my head as a bit of a sort of bucking bronco. But you get sort of bucked off. You think, okay, fancy new thing. I've heard about this really cool hack that someone else has done. I'm going to try it. And it just doesn't work 9 times out of 10. So I'm not going to talk about growth hacking in this session. All of this stuff is simple stuff that I can do. I'm not some amazing engineer that works at Facebook. I'm just, simple old marketer that wants to do stuff that works and create simple systems and stuff that you can do as well. You'll easily be able to take these away. So get your notepad ready to take notes when I go through the funnels. So I want to start with why video works before we plow on into how to use video. I'm no scientist. I like a bit of sort of philosophy on the side. I dabble a bit. I've got you can probably see it in the background, a really cool telescope back there that I use to stargaze once in a while, probably not as often as I should do. But the science bit about video, it all hinges around this thing called the reticular activating system. And I want to talk about this for like 1 minute. Basically, the reticular activating system, is the RAS. It's at the sort of base of your brain before it gets to your spinal cord. And essentially, it controls access in a way to your conscious brain. So what this means in practice is when you see something or you hear something that is relevant to you, your conscious brain triggers. And this is important when we think about video. I want to show you a related concept to this. So the cocktail party effect. I can't remember the reference now off the top of my head, but this came up in a famous marketing book that I've read before, and you may have come across too. But the cocktail party effect basically says something on the lines of, imagine that you're at a cocktail party and someone says maybe your name, or they say the name, let's say, of a film that you watched recently. Like, you'll be tuned in to your conversation, chatting to your friends in your own little space, in your own bubble. But if someone nearby mentions the name of a film or a Netflix show or whatever that you've just watched, bang, immediately your conscious brain fires and they've got access to your attention. So this is really, this is why video works. So it's all about this access to the conscious brain. And the reason it works is because you can do a number of things. You can use face. So someone's face fires the reticular activating system. It's been proven to do so. Their name as well. So saying someone's name, like I just said, cocktail party, if you overhear something that's relevant to you, suddenly you're tuned in. So faces, names, and lots of other things that go on in video as well fire this conscious part of your brain. So this is really thinking about, this is the conscious part of your audience's brain, or the recipient of your video, their brain. So this is some of the theory, some of the science, very pared back around why video works. But I think it's important to remember, and it will be applicable as we go through this presentation. So the second part, and the second sort of basic thing I wanted to give you today, is a bit of a mental model for using video. So people talk about mental models in marketing. I have my own mental model for using video, and I'm going to talk you through it a little bit now. So on the left here, I think about low touch, medium touch, and high touch parts of how we do marketing, or how we do sales, or how we do customer success. And for me, low touch really is, it's transactional stuff. So when I say transactional, I'm thinking about the best way to do transactional is to do things automated, and maybe use plain text emails or HTML emails. So this is stuff like password resets or similar things where all you're doing is transacting with that person, with that customer. So that's not, like, I think video is not really in that realm. But when we get to medium touch, and by medium touch, I'm thinking about educational stuff. So think about when you're trying to, a little bit like I'm doing now. So I'm recording this video, I'm thinking about a group of people who I want to have a bit of a closer connection with. It's not completely transactional. I want to educate and inform you. And this is a one-to-many thing. So this is going out to lots of people who are here at Marketed Light. Hello, everyone at Marketed Light. And, stuff like the best sort of mediums for this are, I think, videos that are really formed for one-to-many. So screen recording is a really great example. But one step further down, I'm thinking about high touch stuff. And this is really where, like Bonjoro, our own business, comes in. And it's where the concept of video funnels really takes place. So high touch is all about driving action. If you take anything away from this session, please sort of take this away. So video is really great, and personal video is really, really great for driving action. I spoke to another really great agency in the States recently, and they have a similar theory around this, but they call it, instead of actionable, they call this stuff responsive. So it's about getting responses. If you want to get responses, if you want to drive action from your customers to get conversions, to get great relationships, to get all sorts of other great things, think about how you're doing it. So if you want a response and you're doing it medium touch, or if you want someone to take action and you're doing it sort of medium touch, maybe rethink, go back to the drawing board. If you want a response or drive action and you're doing something in an automated or sort of transactional way, again, go back to the drawing board and think, could I do something differently? Could I put personal video or video into this space? So this is really, Video Funnels hinges on this sort of mental model. So we should talk about video funnels. Like, what are these things? It's a new term. I think I coined it. I don't know. I'll need to look that up. So video funnels to me are all about specific triggers and actions and things that you do to get an end result. So if you look at this diagram, imagine that a customer signs up for your product. Then the second part there, so that's the sort of action they've taken or the event that's happened. The second part here is that maybe there's a sort of tag added in your CRM. So, customer signs up, you add a tag in your CRM, customer signed up, and then it fires an action. And the action, when I talk about video funnels, I'm always thinking about Bonjoro and how you use Bonjoro. So in Bonjoro, when that action takes place, customer signs up, then it notifies you and creates a task in your task list in Bonjoro to send that person a personal video. So there's a trigger event, an action takes place. So here the action is create a task in Bonjoro, and then you send them a video to drive that action, and hopefully you get a paying customer. So that's sort of paired back. So trigger event, action, video, and you can use a call to action on your video to get your customer to take an action or get a response. So to describe this, I'll show this a little bit closer, and I'll show you here you can see the task list in Bonjoro. So there's a new sign up, it creates a task in your task list, and then your action is to send that person a video, and you can record it right from in your task list, and you can do this on your desktop, you can do it on your mobile phone as well if you're out and about. A lot of people don't like to sit in front of their desks when they're sending videos. They might be self-conscious, other people overhearing, although at the moment we're all working from home, so that's probably less likely. So that's the theory of a video funnel. And I want to show you just quickly that I don't just talk about this stuff. I do a lot of dog food. They call this dog fooding in the software world. So using your own product or your own theories to actually do stuff and get results. So I'll give you an example here. I run an affiliate program at Bonjoro. Our affiliate program offers 30% month-on-month commission to anybody that sends customers our way. And we get a lot of affiliates sign up. And one thing that I do every time an affiliate signs up is that I send that new affiliate a personal video to welcome them and give them the next steps to get value from the program, really in the hope of activating that person. So actually, this is a video that I sent today to a guy called Ricky. I've removed his last name and his email. But he got back to me within 5 minutes to say, wow, amazing, thanks so much. I've actually just signed up he runs a marketing agency. He's just signed up one of his customers to ClickFunnels. He also thinks they're going to be interested in Bonjoro. And there you go. We're starting to get a conversation going. And that new affiliate is going to be much more activated with my program. And just to show you the results here, so this is my August stats for sending videos to new affiliates. My open rate, so from 80 of these videos sent, my open rate is crazy, 80%. My view rates are a touch lower. I think we get some affiliate signups that probably, fall off or aren't as interested. But the key thing I wanted to show you here is really the activation stuff. So the click rate on my videos is 54%. So 54% of those people that get a video from me are clicking through to the next step. And the next step is actually, it's a walkthrough video of everything about the program, everything they need to know to get active. So for me, I know that person's really interested. It's a great indicator they're going to be active with the program. And I get 30% replies as well, like the one I just showed you. So this stuff can really work if you use it in the right way. It's amazing. Okay, So here are some strategies for you. So get your pens, pencils ready, and get jotting down. I'm sure you'll be able to replay this video after the event as well. So hopefully you won't scramble too much if I speak too quickly. And I'll flag as well that a lot of this stuff is also it's a playbook I put together called the Video Funnel Playbook, and I'll show you at the end of the session where to get that. But this is also a lot of fresh stuff that I wanted to bring to Marketed Light. I wanted to sort of rewrite it so it's not just stuff that's in that, some fresh tactics as well, which would be really cool and only you guys will have seen. So tactic number one, strategy number one. So I call this the book a call fallback hack. So this funnel is incredible, and I spotted actually there's a guy called, he runs the marketing at a company called Baremetrics. If you've heard of Baremetrics, really great company that basically helps you track your revenue growth and customer growth from subscription products. So subscription software, and you plug it into your Stripe, and it shows you all of your metrics around growth. Really, really cool. But I spotted Corey at Baremetrics. He was on a podcast in July last year, and he mentioned this thing that he does. And I'll show you the tweet in the bottom left there. It says, giving personalized videos and free consultations with trialing users really expresses the amount of care and empathy we have for our customers. But when I listened to the podcast, he actually went one step further and gave away a bit of a hack. And I call it the fallback hack. So we started doing it here at Bonjoro, heard this, and we thought that's a really cool idea. We're going to start doing it ourselves. And what it is, I'm going to show you in a bit of a flowchart. Doesn't look particularly great, this. I sort of bodged it up. I'm not great at creating flowcharts. But imagine you get a new inquiry. So a new inquiry comes into your business, whatever your business is, online coaching, whatever it might be. You send that person a personal video. And there's two things you can do here that I would recommend doing. And this is really, really clever. And this came from Corey. So use your call to action on your video to give them the opportunity to book a call with you. That's quite obvious, and it's something that a lot of our customers do. That increases the opportunity that they're going to convert. But there's a second thing you can do that's really, really clever, which is to give that customer, that recipient of your video, a fallback option. Not everyone will want to get onto a call with you. So like any salesperson knows, it's actually really hard sometimes to get people just to come and get on that call, get on that demo, so you can take them through what you want them to take them through and hopefully drive them towards converting. So the key thing here, if you look at this example script below, give that person a fallback option. So here's a script that I heard Corey use and we started using here at Bonjoro. So I'd love to jump on a one-to-one setup or strategy call with you. Just hit the CTA, this call to action to book a time in my calendar. Alternatively, give the say so and I'll run through your account and give some recommendations via a quick personalized screen recording. So if you think back to my mental model, what we've done here, we've taken the high touch that we sort of want to do because we think that's going to get us our result. And we've reduced down the level of friction for the person receiving it to that medium touch. So basically saying, okay, if you don't want to jump on a call with me one-to-one, maybe you just don't feel comfortable with that stuff, or you don't have time, then I can do a recording that talks you through the value you could get from our product, and I'll just send that to you. It's a really, really cool tactic. And this is an example here of Grant, one of our customer success team. Is actually our chief operations officer as well. So his trigger was that someone people add a credit card to the Bonjoro during their trial or after their trial. His action in his video funnel is to send that person a video, and then his call to action is, do you want to jump on a one-to-one strategy or setup call? But hey, there's a fallback option that if you don't want to do that, I'll send you a screen recording. And since we started doing this, if you look at the bottom here, our upgrade rate from customers that entered their cards, maybe paid for like our $15 like basic plan, to our higher plans has gone up 307%. Two reasons: we're getting more people on calls, but those that don't want to get on a call, we're also giving them really highly personalized run-throughs or advice about how to get the best value from our product. So think about this in your own space. How could you do this in a similar way? It's a really cool hack. Our churn rate as well, has come down 37% because more customers are understanding our product better, getting more value, sticking with us. So again, the same could happen for you. Okay, tactic number 2 that I want to talk you through is this thing I call niche specific videos. So I see these forms on so many websites, and I'm sure you've seen them too, where someone will say, okay, tell us about your business so we can, and I think this is ActiveCampaign, so we can better craft your experience through ActiveCampaign. And then you got this drop down and it asks you what industry you're in or how many employees you have, all these sorts of things. How often does the company where you've given them your industry truly deliver stuff, tactics, for insights during onboarding or when you're a customer for your industry? I reckon, like for me, it's probably 1% of the time out of 100 that I've given someone my industry. So here's an idea, something you can do. What if when someone gives you their industry, you don't just send them the same thing that you send to everybody else, you send them a video that's specific to their niche, and your call to action in your video is also specific to their niche. So as an example that I put together here, that if we get a SaaS company sign up to Bonjoro, I can say, welcome, I notice you work in SaaS. I'm immediately, I'm firing their sort of reticular activating system, that science bit we talked about earlier. This is personal. They're going to think, whoa, this seems like highly personal. I'm going to watch it. It's got my name on. They click, watch the video, and in the video, I then say, I know all about your challenges. I understand your space. By the way, click on the button next to this video, and it'll tell you the 3 best ways you can use our product for your particular niche. That's something that I don't see anybody doing. Everybody could be doing it. It's really easy. If you don't have an industry drop down in your sort of product onboarding or your client's product onboarding, add one and try this and watch your activation rates and your conversion rates go through the roof. This is a second example of how you could do it. You could just sort of simply do it in an email. You could do a screen recording, drop that screen recording into the email that goes back to your customer to show that you really understand who they are and what they're trying to get from your product. So really cool stuff. And actually you could do like this. It doesn't have to be onboarding. This could be for outreach as well. Outreach videos, do a screen recording showing specifically how your product can be used in a particular person's space. And when you're doing your outreach, make sure you're doing good outreach and you've identified who that person is, what niche they operate in, and put that in your outreach as well. So this catch-all stuff, and I talk about, the fact that I don't like growth hacking. I find growth hacking way overly automated, and the response rates and the conversion rates in growth hacking are appallingly low in my experience. I've done some stuff that I don't want to talk about on here. I got into trouble with a legal team once for trying to do some use the JavaScript to send basically spam to Intercom's live chat. I won't go into that anyway. Maybe we'll cut this out. No, right. But have a look at this. Really interesting. Don't growth hack. Do highly personal stuff, and it will get you results. Remember that mental model. If you want to drive action, be personal. Tactic number 3. So this is a term that I hope that you've heard of. If you haven't, it's going to be really cool for you. It's quite specific to the software space, but I think it's going to cross over into lots of other different niches. So if you haven't heard of a PQL, I'm going to talk you through what it is and have a think about it in your own business. You don't have to run a software business. You could run any type of business, and PQL will be relevant to you. So Thomas Tungus, I think, invented this at Redpoint Capital. They're a venture capital company. He said, potential customers who have used a product and reached predefined triggers that signify a strong likelihood to become a paying customer is a PQL. So PQL is that thing there that he said. So examples that you may have heard of, the second one I think you will have done. So Slack, their PQL, that company, is when an account user reaches its 2,000 message limit. For Facebook, a PQL, a strong likelihood of becoming, not for them a paying customer, for them it was a strong likelihood of sticking with Facebook, becoming highly active, is that they add 7 friends. For Drift, a PQL is someone who's had 100 conversations on their website. So think about your own space, your own product, what is this activation metric that, and look through your data to find it, that shows that someone is reaching a predefined trigger that signifies a strong likelihood to become a paying customer. And we're going to use this in a really cool way with video and create a video funnel from it. So here at Bonjoro, I'll sort of open up a little bit. I'll sort of draw back the curtain to show you some of our sort of internal way we operate. Our PQL is that someone's created a branded template. They've connected an integration with ActiveCampaign, Patreon, whatever it is that they use, and they've set up that outbound email as well. And that's because they'll get higher open rates through that, which all means they're probably going to become a paying customer. And what we do here, so we send a personalized video to every new trial. But what we're doing, we're not just thinking, okay, we want to send a personal video to a new trial. We're trying to drive people to become a product qualified lead. I should have said that at the start, that PQL equals product qualified lead. So we want people to sort of make that leap to become a PQL. So when we send a personal video to you, when you sign up to Bonjoro, we're not just sending you a video and sending you anywhere for no reason. We want you to become a product qualified lead. So Amy sends a video, onboards a new customer, as you can see down there, and there's a link in her video to a step-by-step guide. And I'll show you what we do when we send them through. So they click on that, they find themselves on a page with lots of tips around becoming basically a PQL. We don't say that, we say 4 steps to success in your Bonjoro trial. So sending your first videos, that's a simple one. Branding and personalizing your messages. Sending from your own email address. Integrating with your existing tools. To us, that's a PQL. It means that person's going to convert better. So think about your business. If you were to onboard new customers, what are those key metrics or one metric that indicates that they are going to be more likely to convert to your product? Go after those metrics and drive them towards them with videos sent at the right time. So for us, we sort of combined 2 different versions of videos. So it's a personal video linking to a broader video, like a medium touch, an educational thing. And the result is that Amy gets amazing responses and she's very happy. So it works. Give it a shot. Okay, tactic number 4. I don't know what to title this one. It's a weird title, and I've decided to call it bad egg to golden egg videos. So this one, it's similar to the PQL method, but it's almost the opposite. So spin around the PQL and think about identifying trigger events or usage metrics in your product that indicates a chance for that customer to churn early. We all get hit by churn. We all get hit by customers cancelling or sticking with your membership program for 2 or 3 months and then suddenly just disappearing into the sunset, and we never hear about them again. And all of that money, that time, that effort, converting that customer is wasted. You need people to stay with you for a long time. We all know the metrics about high lifetime value customers, and being able to retain customers is the best way to make money, all of that stuff. And I won't repeat that again. It's obvious. So I want to show you something that we do here again, and you can translate this into a video funnel for your own business. So at the top here, like before, Sharon Davis, credit card added to Bonjoro. Great, someone's converted. Awesome, we're going to get loads of money. But what we see when we look in our product for that person, she added a credit card 11 days before Grant sent this video, because we have different sort of triggers set up for when people don't activate versus those that do. She hadn't sent any videos, and she also she hadn't sent any videos but added a credit card. That's a really big indicator that this person is going to churn. That's a really obvious one for us. There are going to be more subtle ones, and there could be more subtle ones for you and your business, but there will be indicators of these bad eggs that you want to turn into golden eggs. And the key here is to engage these people, get them closer to you and your business, and make sure you're engaging them. ConvertKit, one of our earliest customers, started doing this, and Matt Ragland, one of their amazing, this is back in 2017, head of customer success, he wrote this incredible blog post that really got us a lot of early traction actually with customers, about how they decreased their churn by 15% by doing things that don't scale. And basically what he said is that they did this thing. They got those low activated, inactive customers to activate. So they turn bad eggs into good eggs, golden eggs, and they stick with them for much longer. So really key if you want to get high lifetime value customers, think about this sort of personal video funnel here. Okay, tactic number 5. Oh, but wait, bonus tip time. Okay, so I said I was going to throw in a bonus tip, and this tip came from actually a heck of a lot of, it came from a concerted effort that we made here at Bonjoro to figure out basically what's the best time to send a video, and does the time that you send videos to customers have an impact on conversions? And turns out it does quite a lot. So bonus tip, timing is everything. So we did a huge A/B test amongst the whole team here, February, March, earlier this year, and there were 3 key takeaways. So the top level was that time makes a 25 to 30% difference in open and paid rates. What we saw was that open rates on videos sent within 3 hours of that trigger event taking place, whatever it could be for your business, our open rates were 56% after 3 hours, 71% before 3 hours. So timing is everything. So remember that. So think about when you want to drive action, you've got to be quick on this stuff. And that's why we designed Bonjoro the way it is, the task list, notifications, so you can send videos really quickly. But I don't want to pitch Bonjoro. This is more sort of concept stuff I want to go into here. Paid conversions within 3 hours increased by 21% as well. So really what we're saying here, the top level takeaway, if you're using video, whether it's a screen recording, whether it's a personal video sent with Bonjoro, to engage customers and you want to get conversions, you want to drive action, people shouldn't be waiting more than 6 hours. So we'd put like a 6 hour max cap on it, but best if you can send them within 3 hours. So think about systematically when you build your own video funnels into your business, how can you as a team achieve that? How can you actually do that? Because it's going to make a huge difference to your end results. Okay, strategy number 5, and for any e-commerce customers or companies out there watching this presentation, or any agencies that advise e-commerce, this one is massive. It's crazy. So this is a case study that I want to quickly show you. So think about if you're e-commerce or any other business, what's your subscription percentage as a percentage of your sales? So you might have a business coaching where you get one-off sales, but you might already also offer a membership to get subscriptions. The benefits of subscriptions are obvious. Better cash flow, lower churn as well. So I want to show you about a company called Ojo's Coffee over in the States, who started using video and the results that they achieved. So Ojo, we spoke to him about, I think 3 months ago. We started doing some case studies on our website, and Casey, our head of growth, got on a call with Joe and sort of chatting to him about sort of how he was using video. And basically Joe said, really simple. He just is sending personalized videos to all of his one-time buyers. So he runs a coffee shop, but he sells coffee online. So he sends personalized videos to all of his one-time buyers with a subscription upsell. So when he sends that personal video, says, hey, I'm just roasting up your coffee. It's really amazing, actually. It does, it's all in context, all in the moment. It says, hey, I'm literally roasting your coffee right now. We're going to bag it up, get it out to you. Thanks again for buying from us. I just wanted to let you know, whilst you're here, that we also do subscriptions. Click on the link next to this video to check out our subscription options. And the results that he shared with us were crazy. Like Casey messaged me on Slack the next day, frantically, like, Ollie, you've got to hear about what this guy's done. So he had upsold, I think it was in 14 weeks of doing this, he'd upsold 50% of his one-time buyers to subscriptions. And for his company, he'd been on about 35,000 monthly recurring revenue, so MRR, for about a year. And in 14 weeks, through selling personal videos to all the one-time buyers to get them to upgrade to subscriptions, he'd gone up to $75,000 recurring revenue, which is crazy. Like seriously life-changing money, and he can employ more employees. He could probably think about down payment on a new place for his next coffee shop. So ridiculous. If you work in e-commerce, or if you've got e-commerce customers, think about how you upsell to subscriptions, because really subscriptions are the next frontier of e-commerce. And if you're not there now, you need to be there. And this could really help you. This type of video funnel could really help you be successful with subscriptions. Okay, that's it. That's all the tactics. I really hope that was useful to you all. One final thought I wanted to share with you before I go is this tweet. I screenshotted this a few years ago. And it's James Clear saying, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." So think about what I showed you in terms of video. It's not just about using video. There's a basis to why video works, but also there's a way of using video, and I call them video funnels, that hinges on making it systematic to drive action. So think about those trigger events in your own business, and hopefully these funnels that I've taken you through have given you ideas, and think about the actions that you want your customers to take. And I shared about timing. Timing is absolutely key, and you can create your own funnels with this in mind. So really, don't do the growth hacking thing. It doesn't work. Think about just creating simple, really effective systems that put you at the front line of your business, create great relationships, and you will get great results, and you will convert more customers, I can promise you. Okay, so that's a wrap. Thanks so much. I'm really delighted to be part of this event. I was really, really happy when Paul asked me to present at this, and I wanted to do something that is close to me. I hope this hasn't come across as sort of too pitchy. Really, we've spent the last 4 years here at Bonjoro trying to unpick what video means in business today, how it's changed. What's the journey we've been on? We've moved from sort of video hosting as the only thing, so video being the domain of marketers, to video being, I guess, in the hands of everybody at a company. So sales teams, marketers, customer success. So I really wanted to sort of take you on a bit of a journey as to how video can be used now, and how particularly personal video can be used. Whether that's screen recordings or personal video sent with Bonjoro, these tactics should stand you in good stead. If you want more strategies and tactics, head to bonjoro.com/video funnel playbook, and I think there's about another 35 funnels that I've written up in there, and there'll be many more to come later this year. We're going to launch basically a marketplace for video funnels. So if you go away and create something amazing, please email me at ollie@bonjoro.com. Let me know, and we will get that up on our video funnel marketplace later in the year, so other people, other businesses can benefit from what you figured out. Okay, I'll leave it there, and thanks everybody, and take care. Bye-bye.